Besides the physical infrastructure, a strong IT solution is indispensable.
The need of R is more than first mile or last mile connectivity or tracking of containers. It is needed for the entire logistics chain from the point of origin to destination.
DMICDC Logistics Data Services Limited was formed with the objective of leveraging ICT technology that can help in streamlining the entire logistics sector, which can bring in efficiency and transparency into the container movement and help in informed decision making by each of the stakeholders which are using this system.
When this issue of how do we improve the logistic efficiency, DMICDC was asked to facilitate, with the Japanese companies, and this is how DMICDC got involved into this system along with the NEC of Japan, and we were able to develop this system.
At NEC, we believe the best way to build a brighter, safer, and more equitable society is to organically combine human, physical, and technological resources through the use of information and communication technologies. We are working closely with the Government of India to bring in desired efficiencies across the Indian container transportation.
Under ease of doing business, one key initiative is to reduce transaction cost and time. And Logistic Data Bank can become a game changer in creating that kind of transparency, visibility and accountability in the entire logistic chain.
In the logistics sector, there is no information centrally collected about every logistics operator or every logistics segment of the entire logistics in India. I think LDB is a great endeavor to provide that kind of a platform and forum for which collection of the data. Initially, I think it started with containers, EXIM containers that are going into the ports and outside the ports, where each container could be tagged. So it results in various benefits to the trade, both road sector, port sector, as well as even the railways if it is encompassing. The entire information of the EXIM containers which are available in the country, which are passing through the country, could be made available so that right decisions can be taken at every level. So the transaction cost will come down, operation will be faster, efficiency will go up, and we will be on par with international major ports. IPA was involved with the LDB project right from its inception, and we are the one we gave an interface to the LDB system called Port Community System, where the entire boat transaction business is given online. So that has given interface to the LDB, and the LDB also could progress. So since it's going to herald a new kind of vistas in the logistics sector, I wish LDB great success.
All the ports in the world are becoming technologically driven port. The physical infrastructure which has been built across the world needs the help of technology which is coming out of the software, which is coming out of the hardware to help it being driven at the fastest possible pace. From the time the Logistics Data Bank has been started at this port, it has helped in bringing a visibility and a transparency in the whole movement at the port. This infrastructure, what has been created, has helped bringing in an efficiency in the whole system. It's a fantastic initiative of the Government of India along with NEC, which will lead to a reduction in the cost of logistics in the business. LDB as an initiative, when it started close to a year back at Mundra port, we were initially very skeptical as to how it brings an efficiency in the port. However, having run the system for a year, what we have seen is a whole visibility in the container chain, which has helped the port as well as the trade in improving the efficiency. The development of soft infrastructure in the country will definitely lead to a reduction in the whole cost of logistics which the whole Indian government has been driving across. The whole LDB project has got the wishes from the Adani family, and it's a harbinger of success for the logistics industry in the country.
The real containerization which has happened in India maybe some 25 years back, we never had any kind of visibility of containers. Like for a consignee, he will never know when his container is getting into his factory or wherever his premises. So what we have seen is that over the years, different technologies have come in, and LDB has done a good job. Now it's coming into a kind of complete visibility in the system. Now today with this system, one would know what exactly is happening into his consignment. Like where is it gone, when is it likely to get hit to his premises. So this would enable the consignee to plan his work. Any item, it's only a single point of contact, single window system. If it is giving you every information which you are looking for, it will help a person. This LDB is one of that system where you get into the system, you will know start to end where is it happening. It's really good. It's fantastic. We wish all the very best for your current assignment, making it further better and making it to the activities whichever you have planned. LDB, you have done excellent job.
CMS EXIM is the third largest container shipping line in the world. We have offices all across India. We have offices at 24 locations. And over the last 3 or 4 years, our progress has been phenomenal in the field of container shipping as well as providing logistical services to the customers. I think the biggest problem faced by both shipping lines as well as its customers, shippers and consignees, is the exact information which should be known to the customers. Once the container gets out of the terminal, whether it is going by road to a CFS or it's going by rail to an inland container depot, the information flow, although it is there, but there is no transparency as to where is the box and at what point of time is going to reach the designated spot. LDB is an excellent initiative. It provides the required transparency and ease of tracking and tracing the container, not just to the shipping lines, but also to the ultimate consumers, shippers, consignees, so on and so forth. LDB has been giving us, as the shipping fraternity, analysis is been operational for almost 18 months now. Furthermore, experience in track and trace would give further more data that would help the shipping lines better in terms of management of its container fleet. And last but not the least, what can you do more for the consumers, both the shipping fraternity as well as importers, exporters, to make sure that shipping companies would also have a facility to track their own boxes. So that's something which we look upon for LDB to deliver to us.
The logistics cost in India is very high compared to other developed countries. In India, because there was no tracking and tracing of your equipment which is going around, the logistics costs were being affected. Logistics industry being included in the infrastructure is definitely going to give it a huge boost. And that in turn is going to boost the manufacturing, the Make in India program that we have. And further, it is going to go on to assist the economy to grow. And it is basically the end product which comes out. So who pays for the logistics costs? You and I, whether it's the shirt you're wearing or the refrigerator you buy or the TV system that you buy or the cars you use. So all that logistics cost is going into the end user product. And if somebody is, a company is able to manage their logistics well within the country, they will definitely reduce the bottom line sale price of any product in the country. With LDB now in place, it's going to make a lot of difference, like I said, to the manufacturing cost of any manufacturer, and I'm sure that it's going to be passed on to the common man in the country. So I think it's going to help pick up sales for manufacturers who are manufacturing in India with 100% indigenously made products made in India, as well as those products of which certain parts are coming from overseas countries. LDB is going to lead to a lot of transparency, which is also going to provide visibility, and this is going to convert to efficiencies, both cost efficiencies and manufacturing efficiencies, and which will then convert to performance benchmarking and performance monitoring. And that will then convert to basically competition. And when the competition is healthy, the cost of production or cost of products is going to go down. If the cost of products go down, consumption will increase and the economy will improve. So I think it's all interlinked, and it's something which had to happen, is happening, and will lead to a larger good for the country.